Acha. Good morning, students. Today is our last topic, current source inverter with current source inverter. So until now we have studied voltage source inverter. Now we're going to study current source inverter. Now the basic difference in current source and voltage source inverter is that in case of voltage source inverter, wait for a minute. In case of voltage source inverter, the voltage is our input and the output side, we are seeing the changing of the output current. Now, first current source is not practically, it is very rare. The best example of a current source is the PV cell or solar cell. Now, generally, current source can be made using a DC voltage source connected an inductor with it. So that will act as a current source because the inductor will try to oppose the change of the current. So the current will remain same and the constant current will flow. But still, in the basic difference between the current source inverter and the voltage source inverter is that other principles are same. In case of voltage source inverter, the output voltage shape will remain same irrespective of the load. And in case of current source inverter, the output current shape will remain same irrespective of the load. So as you can see that the current shape for the R load and the current shape for the C load is same. But whereas the voltage shape is changed because for the first half cycle T1, T2 conducting, for the next half cycle T3 and T4 is conducting. So this thing is same. There is no change. Uh, the only thing is that for T1, T2 is conducting from 0 to pi, and then from pi to 2 pi, the T3 and T4 is conducting. Now, here, when T1 and T2 is conducting, after that, when T3 and T2 is conducting, T1 and T2 has to be forced commutation. That means a natural commutation cannot be possible. So, as you can see, the voltage waveform is same with the current waveform because the load is a resistive load. But whereas in case of C load, the voltage shape is changes because we know that the current across the capacitor can be derived as a C dV/dt. So voltage will become as the integration of current. So we know that if we integrate a square waveform, that is this current waveform, your voltage waveform will be triangular in nature. We have already deduced that. So here the all the other things will remain same. Just if we apply the KVL, you will see that the first half cycle, the input voltage, that means if we use a voltage source with the inductor, then that input voltage here, not the voltage source is the input voltage is the current. So main thing is that here natural commutation is possible. Why? Because as you can see that this up to this period, from this to this, T1 and T2 is conducting. Now when T1 and T2 is conducting, this portion as voltage is positive across the load, and in this portion when T3 and T4 is conducting, still the voltage is remaining positive across the load. Now as we know that if the for the first half cycle current is flowing in this direction and for the next half cycle current is flowing in this direction, that means in case of R load the voltage is changing after pi, but here after pi up to, you can say, 3 pi by 2 up to 270 degree, it is not changing. That means the current is, that means the voltage is decreasing very slowly. So as a result of that, due to this thing, this period from this to this, the voltage is positive. Here also the voltage is positive. Now when current starts to flow in this direction, so T1, T3 and T4 is conducting, but still the voltage is remaining positive. So as a result of that, this T1 will be reverse biased. Same, this T2 will be reverse bias. Why? Because for the previous case, from 0 to pi, the voltage is remaining positive. From pi to 2 pi, voltage goes to negative. But here, after pi, still some portion of time, voltage is remaining positive. That means voltage across this is positive. But the current is flowing in this direction. So as a result of that, this 2, that means T1 and T2 will automatically act as a reverse bias. So natural commutation is possible. But in case of R loop, natural commutation is not possible. If you have doubt in these things, let me clear it again. When current is flowing from this path, it is positive. When current is changes direction, still for the couple of time, this voltage across this is positive. That means decreasing, but still it is positive. So that means this voltage has to be negative, but it is still positive. So as a result of that, it is positive, but the current is flowing in this direction. That means it has already been triggered. So as a result of that, this thyristor is anti-parallel with this. So this thyristor will be naturally commutated. So this is the thing. So the last, there is another uh, application of current source inverter with RC load. You can do it by yourself. If you have any doubt regarding this, you can ask me. So this is the end of your power electronics syllabus for module 3 and module 5. So if you have any doubt regarding your power electronics topic, any topic in from module 3 and module 5,